I want you to know all this. I have to confess something to you all. Between Sierra, who showed us tonight, and the Chateau, but known as Britney. And I love to say her name, Britney.
Okay, Britney. Okay, Britney.
I'm too old to make my tongue roll, but I can do Britney.
Okay, girl.
But with all due respect, I am dedicating my comedy tonight and my music because I had to marry four of the most beautiful black women you can imagine to look this good. Now, normally 4 women of any color should kill a man, but here's my secret. They got my love, they got my name, and they got 1 child per customer. Last month, my oldest turned 62. And I ain't gonna say black don't crack, because my ass ain't all black either. I'm not even Creole. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, I'm big on race. Because on my mother's side, I'm black and Italian, like the Godfather. Una capisci italiano un poco, mamma mia, siciliano, beach. But on my father's side, it gets really freaky and ugly. I'm black and German. Und sprechen Sie Deutsch? Was ist los, mein Fräulein? Achtung, jawohl. And at one time, I have a picture of me at the Calliope Project. I was 2 years old, white with blonde hair. I'm so glad God turned me black. And I still have white spots on my leg where I was white before. My people used to ask my mother, what are you doing babysitting with the color boy? She was white as a ghost with red hair. Her nickname, because she was with the mob, was Dago Red. And at one time, my mother used to have to check into a hotel and sneak me in the back door because I was so black. She used to tell her girlfriends I was the back door kid. They thought it meant something nasty. She said, no, the nigga done turned black. I can't bring him in the front door. So with all due respect, I'm really proud to say, I'm trying to figure out whether I'm a comedian who can play music or a musician who's so funny. But I ain't that funny, honey. Don't ever think about it. Don't make me whip your ass. And by the way, as crazy as I look up here, you might not realize it, if you go on my YouTube page, you'll find out back in the day, I used to box with Muhammad Ali. Now, no, first of all, you guys don't think he knocked me out, but so help me God, I was so fast. He asked me, why did you become a pro, Eddie? I said, man, the last time I beat a boy, I was in 9th grade. And I beat him so bad, I busted his eardrum. He said, what'd you do? I said, blood come dripping out. He said, man, I ain't never hit nobody that hard. What'd you do? I said, I started crying. He said, well, damn, if you whipped his ass, why'd you cry? I said, man, I was trying to get on his sister. I didn't want to kill her brother, you know? So Ali said, okay, I boxed in the parking lot. He said, I just want you to know one thing. He says, I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I said, yeah, when I hit them like a drum, they fall like a tree. What's your name again? Eddie Conrad Jr., because my daddy married my mother. Thank God I look like his ass. And I'm going to tell you all how in shape I am. The shirt I'm wearing is my dead father's shirt. And the suit I'm wearing is 40 years old. And I'm still able to wear this shit. But here's the secret. I still swim 50 yards in 55 seconds. And if you think I'm lying, go to my YouTube page and my Facebook page, you'll see the videos that I make to show my kids. Just because I'm old don't mean I don't roll. Or as I like to say, showtime with the Negro. Are you ready?
Watch out now.
Well, I'm going to show you a secret that I learned from my 3rd wife. She was black and beautiful. I did her hair. But when I married my 4th wife, she stalked me because she thought I'd been dating the 4th wife while I was married to her. So people ask me, why would your wife stalk you? I said, well, she lost her husband, she lost her hairdresser, she lost her cook, and then she lost her mind. But years later she said, baby, come back. What can I do? You know I love you, and we gotta be two. And the 4th wife wrote a book about me called Let the Romance Begin. If you Google it, you'll find it's written by L.E. Conrad. The book is about me and my other 3 exes. But the dirtiest joke God could play on me, I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all will not believe. Now, if you got any local people here that know Mia X, the rapper, that's my great niece. We all came out to Stepmore together. We all went to Joseph S. Clark. My first wife was Cleo Jalou, black and beautiful, 2 years older than me. But only a year and a half later, we divorced. 7 years later, I married my second ex-wife, whose name was Ramona, out at 9th Ward, 7 years younger than me. Now, by the time me and the second wife divorced, I'm going to California looking for wife number 3. And 30 years later, after the second wife and I divorced, I found out that before I knew the first one or the second one, that God played the dirtiest joke on me you could ever do to a man. I found that my first wife was 11 years older than my second wife. Before I knew them, they lived in a different neighborhood, and she used to date my second wife and babysit her. She used to babysit my second ex-wife. And that's why when we got married, she said, I don't want Butch to marry that woman because my second ex-wife was light-skinned with, curly hair and stuff. She didn't want me to marry a younger woman that she was babysitting. And that's why I had to start blowing it.